Now, we don't know who your halfback's going to be, but Cooper's really done a good job there for the last 2 weeks, so you'd be happy to have him with you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's fielded nicely. His kicking game was good last week for us as well, and the right edge collectively were really good in defence. So, if he's there again this week, I'm sure he'll do a good job.
Jerome, have you seen much of him yet? Do you think he might be a chance?
Yes, he was on the field with us yesterday, doing a few things. So I'm not sure where he's at exactly with his shoulder. Whether he needs to needle it up or strap it up heavily for him to get through the game. But, fingers crossed he might be there as well.
Kingy's playing his 100th game. Milestones are important to this club, so we want to have a good performance for him.
Yeah, definitely. So this year we've sort of been lacking in performances on those milestone games. So hopefully for Kingy, he's had a bit of a tough road to 100, but hopefully we can put in a good performance and he can play good as well for the team.
Like, you're pretty similar as far as Storm goes. You've come from teams that were battling to make finals, but now you've got to a club where we look like we're going to have a good run in the finals. Excited about what's ahead?
Yeah, definitely. I've played 80 odd games in there now, and never played a semi-final game in those years. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's a different beast, compared to the regular season game. So hopefully no more injuries for our squad, and we can really give it a good crack.
Top 4 obviously is very important, so we need to finish off home and away with some good wins.
Yeah, definitely. We've got some tough games to finish the season: Broncos, Roosters, and Eels. So they're not going to be handed to us, so we've got to go out and earn them and put in good performances.
So we asked Kingy if he had any good memories of Suncorp. He lost his debut there, 52-0. Have you got any good memories of Suncorp?
I played in Origin 20s there. With the Blues squad up there, and we can't remember the score, but we got the win. So that was a good night for myself. I think I only played there twice. So I love playing at Suncorp. They get a really good crowd there, especially on Friday night. So hopefully we can get the win this week.
What have you seen in the Broncos this year and recently that might worry you a little bit?
I think the overall game, they sort of added a few players in there to help out their attack, like Reynolds and Capewell on the edge. So I think they're really doing a really good job for them, and just overall their competitiveness. The last couple of years have sort of been at the bottom of the ladder, but this year they were in the top 4 for a while, and now they're right at the heels of the top 4. So I think across the whole board it's going to be, we're going to have to be real careful. A lot of players, Cobbo, he's playing really well on the wing as well. So it's going to be a big game.
Now, we hadn't spoken to you since the Royals game where you had that spectacular fall. Have you watched it back, and what have you thought of how high up you were and what happened?
Yeah, I've watched it back a few times. It's not pretty to see, but obviously remember it all now. Didn't remember it at the time, but that happens in the game, rugby league. A few accidents and fell pretty hard on my head. So, but I'm feeling all good now about it. A bit of a sore shoulder and sore neck, but it won't keep me down.
So if another high ball goes up, you just treat it exactly the same?
Yeah, I think so. There was one on the weekend. Had a little flashback about it, but I came down on my feet. So, it's just all about confidence.